Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's get into a discussion right now. As we look at the crypto market overall, we can see kind of how we've been trending in a weird direction. We have a lot of macro impacting the overall board. And I want to share with you guys kind of what's going on overall because we had a very important day. The FOMC minutes, couple that with what we've seen, some big moves from a lot of top 10, top 20 cryptos out there today in the market. But what I want to get into is a discussion right now. If you don't want to buy XRP, right? And if you watch my videos, you watch my content, I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell a crypto. But in my personal opinion, the asset that I'm most intrigued about is the potential of XRP. That's kind of first and foremost. I want to get down the rabbit hole of other cryptos that I'm eyeing right now. And this is going to coincidentally coincide. This is a short list that I do have, but these are three of the top cryptos on that list. And we're going to be talking about Solana, Dogecoin, and Ondo Finance. Those are three players out there in the market that I think are relevant. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts as always, and I'll leave you with that. And as we get along with this discussion, please leave me a comment down below as we get a little deeper into this conversation, okay? But if you haven't done so, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Join us on the channel. It's completely free. We've been in the trenches since the bull run potentially started. We even if some people call it a bear run, recession, whatever you want to kind of put a title on it. We've been doing this for years and years and years, and I appreciate all my returning subscribers tuning in. And let's get right now into this discussion. But first, I want to share with you guys, if you are looking to trade crypto, check out my link down below. Join us and come trade with me on BTCC, one of the more trusted exchanges, 14 plus years in the industry. Spot and leverage trading available to most clients. Make sure it's right for you and where you're located. And if you want to start trading on BTCC, that link is down below. They do a lot of giveaways, volume competition. So make sure you check out BTCC if you want to start trading on that platform today and enjoy a lot of the features that they do offer on their platform. Okay. But let's kind of get into it, right? We are seeing a little bit of a dip and three altcoins to buy instead of XRP. We're going to be talking Doge, Solana, and Ondo. I'll give you my real-time take on these three cryptos as we get going. A couple things of the macro to point out. The Fear and Greed Index sitting at 53. The overall market cap a brush below $3 trillion, up 1.34% on the day. Bitcoin's tackling 96,000, 96.6 on the chart, and Ethereum sitting just a tick below 1,800. And as we look into the crypto bubbles, you can see kind of where we're at overall, kind of paints the picture for you guys as we look at a lot of the players in the top 100 on the board. And you can see we've seen moves into the green, kind of dominating the moves that we've seen more green days than bad days when we talk about the day overall within a lot of the cryptos that are now into the green. Not a big move, though, for a lot of them. It's 0 to 3% mainly, but some of the ones that do stick out, you can see the bigger bubbles on your screen really having some dwarfing numbers as they are 15+% up on the day, okay? But let's get into this discussion, okay? I do favor Dogecoin, Solana, and Ondo. Like I said, this is not financial advice. I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell a crypto. But when we look at kind of the consolidation that we've seen in the market, you can look at Dogecoin, Solana, and Ondo Finance could be beginning their rally in the next coming weeks with a lot of catalysts implanted in the ecosystem overall. The softening of the tariffs, I think, is the main driving force that we have seen as we look for Bitcoin to reclaim the digital gold title. A few altcoin rallies are pending and could yield gains for traders. Now, what to expect? Well, I'm going to put it frank for you guys. Nobody really can tell you that answer, okay? I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you guys Bitcoin's going to hit 100,000 on June 6th. It just doesn't work that way, okay? But all we can do is study the technicals, study the day-to-day information, and make the best decisions for ourselves, okay? Now, we talk RWA, that's where I want to kind of segue into Ondo Finance. That is my clear-cut pick in that category, in that niche. Chainlink would be one that just sits right behind it. I think both of those cryptos firmly have solidified themselves in their own category. I have them very high on my radar and my priority list when I do talk crypto and trade crypto. Those are two that I'm really keyed in on. Also, we talk Solana. I think that we've seen a little bit of a resurgency from them, but it's something where you look meme coins, you talk about this Solana volume transactionally, it's a very strong narrative. And you could even see kind of how a lot of people have been buying up Solana. It's a very volatile crypto. It trades very heavily. One day you can see the bigger swings. It's almost like the meme coin of the top 10, okay? And that's kind of how I feel about Solana. So for all you swing traders, leverage traders, it is a very appetizing crypto to get involved with, in my personal opinion. Okay. And then the last one that we do talk about is Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin, as we look at it, it's at a very safe level, in my personal opinion, okay? And I'll pull it up on your screen, guys, so you can see kind of what we have going on with the Doge, up 1.1% on the day. And at 17 cents, we're kind of just hanging out, right? 16.1 up on the recent 30 days. That's something that where we look at Dogecoin below 20 cents, it's really just kind of where you want to get in at, right? We've had a lot of opportunities as Dogecoin was low as 13 cents just a month ago. And that's something where you can look at it, that's a very strong move, okay? It's something where if you believe in Dogecoin, it's something where it's a meme coin that has more stability, okay, in my personal opinion, right? It's not going to be down 40%. It's not going to fail. It's not going to necessarily go to the moon, as Dogecoin holders love to say that term, but it will kind of have some stability and give you exposure to meme coins, in my personal opinion, okay? But I love the Doge, okay? I think that in the top 3 meme coins, you have Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and Pepe. I think Dogecoin firmly has that #1 spot because I think it does offer some real world value. Transactionally, I think it can be used in some form or fashion as a currency, whether that be on X, piggybacking off what Elon Musk wants to do to pay creators, or if it has some role in the government eventually. And time will tell, but I think Dogecoin just has a leg up because it has that commonality, right? It's accepted by people from a namesake standpoint. And I think the brand of Dogecoin does speak volumes and has a bigger footprint. And that's kind of how I look at it as an overall top play for me in this market. Okay. But back into this conversation, and this is something where we want to watch these 3 cryptos, right? Because if we look at kind of where Bitcoin and Ethereum is currently lagging, the market is kind of lagging behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's a lot of support that we have seen from a lot of the top altcoins out there, and that's kind of why I singled out Dogecoin, Solana, and even XRP. We can have in that category, but this article is more so why you would pick these over XRP. XRP for me is in its own category, all right, and I'm just being frank about that. I don't trust. Kind of, even in times when I don't trust the market, I still view XRP as a stable force. I think that even if all other cryptos fail, I think that XRP having its way with transactions, cross-border payments, I think that is something that could replace the SWIFT banking system. It could see inflows that we have not even seen within Bitcoin if it really does truly get to where they want to go to within their roadmap. So please keep that in mind. But Dogecoin, Solana, and Ondo, we need to talk about kind of where we're at. There's a lot of momentum there within these cryptos. There's a lot of technicals that do indicate bullish territory. And for Dogecoin, this is something where we could see getting back above 20 cents. That would be a nice little recovery for traders. And it could happen just as early as next week, just being honest. Okay. We don't have that crystal ball. I can't tell you guys that with certainty, and nor will I ever tell you to or recommend buying a crypto. But I think Dogecoin under 20 cents is still a very strong play in the market, in my personal opinion. Okay. Solana, same thing. Okay. I think that you saw Solana hitting $300. And now as we look at it, guys, and you look at Solana at the 6th spot, 146. I mean, this could be a crypto that gets a 40-50% increase just with, even the ETF approvals, just something where the market turns bullish. Solana could start pumping all of a sudden. And I think that we have seen a lot of whale movements, a lot of big buyers of Solana accumulating. We talked about kind of what the United States is doing. Nations are starting to buy Solana, big investment institutions, banks buying Solana, okay? And that's where I think that the $180 Solana price under $200 is still very cheap. It's pretty much proportional to Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin 20 cents, Solana $200. That's kind of my threshold for those 2 cryptos being undervalued, okay? And then lastly, Ondo Finance, right? We talk tokenization. It's hard to exclude Ondo. And how long can we go without Ondo breaking out, right? It's never had a bull run. It's relatively new in the space. And we talk kind of its lifespan. But this is something where we could see Ondo blasting above a $1 mark very, very shortly. I think that Ondo below $1 is a very, very smart play for a lot of traders. And it's just we're kind of following what these other cryptos are doing as we just wait for that macro move, that big tailwind that just takes us to a whole nother level. And I think that when we talk RWA, Chainlink, Ondo, they come to the top of the discussion for me. But that's just kind of how I feel about it. And I think that with what's in place there from the United States government, the Trump administration, David Sachs, it all kind of just, keys in on Ondo. We talk World Liberty Financial. There's a lot of storylines that we can couple together and just really be bullish about Ondo. And that's where I'm going to reiterate my stance. For me, Ondo under $1 is definitely a play in my portfolio. Okay, so that's kind of what we have going on. I wanted to share my thoughts on these three cryptos. As always, guys, we see kind of the overall adoption numbers are rising, right? Big players, big institutions, conventional traders finding avenues into crypto through ETFs, through having custodial access and offerings. I think that we see that all I can think about is more inflows, more wallets. Crypto's adoption will be getting bigger. And I think that at the forefront of that discussion, outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, I love XRP, but I don't want to sleep on Dogecoin, Solana, or Ondo Finance. Okay, so appreciate you guys tuning in. That's kind of where I'm at with all this conversation. If you haven't done so already, leave a comment down below. Which cryptos are you playing, betting big on? Which ones do you think will be the winner of this altcoin season? For me, these are the three that stick out as of now. I do favor a lot of other cryptos such as Cardano. We talk HBAR, just to name a few. But right now, that's what this video is about. And that's kind of why I wanted to talk about Ondo, Doge, and Solana. Okay. Appreciate you guys. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to trade on BTCC, that link is down below as well. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers.